done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel-Air, Petty to the deep.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it's no fluke. The Jags are number 1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bengals, who will need to be sharp on offense. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Well, a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
Second down, Dalton. And caught right side, Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Prince Amukamara is a former first-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
They come out here in the I. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Malik Jackson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They send Green to the left on his own. Time running out here on the play clock. So Dalton now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. He cuts it right. T.J. Yeldon. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded at the goal line. Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They send Green to the left on his own. It's second down. Dalton looking. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Third down from the gun. Dalton is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Vontaze Burfict is a super talent and a fierce competitor. He can do it all at the linebacker position.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
And when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
And there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Dalton here from the gun. And Eifert has it. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Dalton on the screen. Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the Bengals forced to settle for a field goal try here as Mike Nugent is onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A pickup there of 37. And it'll give the Jags a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
TJ Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the right side, caught by Green. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They send Green to the left on his own. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dalton throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Bortles a give to Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now here come the Bengals. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Passing, it's Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Yeldon. And some room to run now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders. Take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end. Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. He's going to take another shot here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hurns, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, I I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're going to speed things up here.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, here's Bernard. Oh, nice move. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They come out here in the eye. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Serve it under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
20 yards on the pickup there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Yeldon, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon. Touchdown and 18th on